Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on, guys? How are y'all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. A little bit of some Thursday early afternoon baseball. Oh, man. Phillies trying to take the series against the Milwaukee Brewers. I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. And I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome time on here. Even though you just got on here, I was going to say something else, but then I froze up for a second. Yeah, I was. I was also gonna say I hope you guys had a great night's sleep last night. I got my rest, and I'm all good to go. Got a little bit of an energy drink over here. I got a burrito today as well. I have like half of it left. And yes, okay, Phillies today. What is up, Houston to Dave? My boy Marcelo, thanks for coming on here, man. Jiva Newts, what's going on? Larry, how you doing? I also saw, who else was on here? I saw other people, too. I don't want to leave anybody out. I can't do that. I said Houston to Dave. I can't leave him out. I thought I saw Megan Figueroa on here, but I don't think I did. Eddie, what's up, man? Oh, Phillies, let's go, baby. Okay, alrighty. Yes, let me see really quickly. Marcelo says, brother, it all depends on the Phillies and the Braves. If they win today, I'll be fine, and with the extra money. Hey, man, honestly, man, like, that would be really awesome. We got to root for that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Even though as Phillies fans, us and Braves don't really, like, go together. Like, we don't, like, hate, like, Braves fans. Like, we welcome everybody on here, like, with all due respect. I'm just saying that, like you are in Philly territory. But, we do respect all the other teams as well. So, yes. Okay. Phillies are 52-43. Unfortunately, they took an L last night as they lost 5-3 against Milwaukee, and they're 53-43. So, the Phillies are going to be going up against Corbin Burnes today, and honestly, Corbin really has been unbelievable over his last couple of outings, and he's really looked like his old Cy Young self. And he's just been one of their guys, even though Brandon Woodruff has gone down and he's injured. Woodruff has been somebody that they have really relied on. He's a strikeout machine type of a guy. He'll get you with the fastball. He's also very dominant with his sinker and with his curveball. His curveball comes in at 80 miles per hour. His cutter goes to 94, and his sinker goes to 95. So it's really deceiving sometimes when you're trying to anticipate if a sinker is going to come or if it's a cutter, what type of fastball it's going to be. No, by the way, he has a slider, too, that he mixes in there at 88. So I'm just saying, not going to be so easy going up against the California native himself. So, yes, but the Phillies, they'll have Taijuan Walker out there. So Walker has been another guy that's been very reliable for the Phillies. Should be an interesting matchup. Walker is 11-3 with a 4.0 ERA and 88 strikeouts in 101 innings of work. He's won 7 straight games, so he's been pretty unbelievable. Corbin Burnes, on the other hand, he's 8-5 with a 3.73 ERA and 115 strikeouts in 113 innings. In his last outing against the Reds, he pitched a 6-inning 2-hitter and had 13 strikeouts and only 2 walks allowed. So he's been wheeling and dealing over his last couple of outings. All right, I want to make sure that I have all of you on here. We are very close to getting 20 likes, says Jiva Newts. I am going to give you luck today. You're already lucky because you're on here, and you're in for quite a treat today, my guy, and I appreciate you for coming on here. It means a lot to me, my brother. All right? So let's talk about the starting lineups really quickly. So as we are just about ready to start the top of the first, Christian Yelich will be out in left field. He'll be leading things off for Milwaukee. William Contreras will DH today, so Yelich was the DH last night. Contreras was playing behind the plate. He'll be the DH. Willie Adames will be batting third at the shortstop position. Owen Miller still batting in the cleanup spot. Victor Caratini will get the start behind the plate, so they want to still use William Contreras' bat, but they'll put him at the DH spot. So Caratini's batting fifth. Raymond Tapia takes right field today. Andrew Monasterio, that is over at third base. And Terang is over at second base and right in center field. is Perkins. So he'll be batting ninth. So it's Yelich, Contreras, Adames, Miller, Caratini, Tapia, Monasterio, and Terang, and Perkins. So that is the lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. They'll be facing off against Taijuan Walker. And Walker, as I mentioned before, he's been pitching very, very well for the Phillies. His last outing, he went 5 innings against the San Diego Padres and ended up getting 3 strikeouts and only allowed 3 walks and only 2 earned runs as well. So he's been doing a very good job. He's actually won 5 straight games for them. So, but yes. All right, so let me make sure that I have this on. Okay, I do. My gosh, somebody has the little John Kruk hairstyle going. Oh, man, that's cool. One of the fans, they actually showed it out there on the NBC Sports app. That there's a guy that has a John Kruk type of a hairdo. It looks good, man. I got to tell you. It looks pretty good. I ain't going to lie. All right, so Yelich, Contreras, Adames, Miller, Caratini, Tapia, Monasterio, Terang, and Perkins. That is the lineup for Milwaukee. The Phillies, well, we heard some news today about Sir Anthony Dominguez. So according to Matt Gelb, the beat writer for The Athletic, and he used to be the writer for the Philadelphia Inquirer, he said that Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to actually get a start he's going to pitch in AAA tomorrow night. I'm so sorry. He'll be pitching in AAA tomorrow night, and the Phillies are also moving Noah Song to AAA, and he'll pitch 2 innings on Saturday. But the Phillies have to activate him by July 28th. Phillies in their old powder blue uniforms with the dark maroon socks and sleeves as well. As we are just about ready to get underway on this beautiful day. It's a Sunday afternoon. It is a little bit hot. It's sunny out, but there are some clouds in the sky that are not too unfriendly, if you will. I'm looking forward to your podcast tomorrow, says Eddie. What's up? What's up, Eric? Thanks for coming on here, man. For sure, bro. I got the point, and I respect you as well. I prefer Phillies, but I totally understand it, my guy. Trust me, I get it. I do. All right, so Walker takes the bump in 19 starts. He's 11-3. He's allowed 41 walks in his 101 innings of work. And he'll have to go up against Christian Yelich to start off the ball game right here. Phillies, they won the first game against Milwaukee. It was on Tuesday night. Then they lost last night. And were not able to do a good job in that 9th inning. Bryson Stott was caught stealing as William Contreras threw him out at second base. That was to get the second out. And Al Bohm struck out on the very next pitch to end the game. I like the powder blues too. I have to use the rest. You're good, man. You're good, my guy. All right, so the Diamond. How about this? When you look at the NL wildcard race, the Diamondbacks and the Giants are tied with one another for that first place. Well, the Giants would actually get second because of the head-to-head record if the season were to end today. But the Phillies have that third one. So Christian Yelich is due up at the plate. The 31-year-old will swing at the first pitch and lines it right past Bryson Stott into right field for a base hit. It was pulled over towards the right field side, and Christian Yelich gets on with a base hit. Yep, I don't know where I put my notes. Well, that stinks. That's tough. All right, so a leadoff single by Yelich. It's his second hit of the series. And now William Contreras, who was the player of last night's game, he's due up, and he swings at the first pitch. It's popped up towards the shortstop area. Turner has it, and he'll make the catch right behind the infield grass. And there's the first out of the inning. Phillies have, as far as their defensive lineup goes, behind the plate is Garrett Stubbs, as JT Realmuto has the afternoon off. Derek Hall's over at first base. Over at second is Brandon Marsh. The third baseman is Alec Bowman. The shortstop is Trey Turner. Get to the outfield in just a few moments as Willy Adames will step into the batter's box. Walker throws back over to first, and it's just not in time. Derek Hall wants to review this, and I thought maybe they were able to get Yelich. Kalitre's over at the phone, and they're going to put the headset on. That was a really great move by Taijuan Walker to go back over to first base. I thought that they just got Yelich out. Hall tagged him on the back. The first base umpire, Brennan Miller, and Jordan Baker gather about halfway between first base and home plate, and Baker says that the Phillies will challenge this call. Let's see. Got him. He got him. It looked like from the angle right there, he got him. What a play by Taijuan Walker. This should be a quick overturn, and the Phillies should get their second out of the inning. Baker still has the little earpiece in, as we didn't even get to the outfield just yet. So Kyle Schwarber is out in left field. The center fielder is Brandon Marsh, and over in right is Nick Castellanos. So once the call is overturned, I'd be shocked if this does not get overturned. It should be 2 outs with nobody on. Adames is up at the plate. Let's see. Again, from this angle, I see it. I think he got him. Looks like he got him. So Adames is up at the plate. He's over at shortstop. Yelich is still over at first base, as they have not made a call just yet. What is up, everybody? Let's refresh the scoreboard. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome Thursday afternoon. Almost said Sunday afternoon, because that's usually when we do play afternoon baseball. Okay, let's see. The call is overturned, and he is out. So Yelich was out at first base, just got picked off. What a great move by Taijuan Walker. And there's 2 outs with nobody on. The challenge was successful by Rob Thompson. Bryson Stott ended up getting thrown out, or caught stealing in last night's game. And to start off the game, Yelich gets picked off over at first. 2 outs, nobody on. The first pitch was inside. The second pitch is a chopper that's just fouled back behind the plate by Adames. That was an awesome play. Nobody on, 2 outs. Adames with 16 home runs this season and 46 RBI. The 1-1 line drive into left field. It's foul, and it goes into the seats. It was almost near the spot where they got me to come onto or where I was at during the NLCS of 2009. The pitch, chopper, hit over towards the first base side. It's fouled already. I know it's a very early game today, but it's all right. We didn't really get too much sleep last night, but we're all good. That means we get to finish early today. The 1-2 delivery, up high. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yelich singled. Then Contreras grounded out to shortstop, and then Yelich got picked off by Taijuan Walker. Wonder how many pickoffs that is for him. That I could never have a stat on that, unless I had a spotter. The 2-2. It's in the dirt and outside. So that'll make the count full. Adames was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers after spending 3 seasons with the Rays. 3-2 pitch, just fouled off of the front foot of Adames as it bounced and hit him right on the left cleat. Owen Miller's up next. He's in the on-deck circle. Adames' batting average is at .210. He was having an MVP type of a season when he got traded over to the Brewers in 2021, but hasn't lived up to the expectations since then. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. The pitch was in the dirt, and Adames chased after it, and the side is retired. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Brewers did not score a run. The Phillies are coming up to bat. He was. I mean, Taijuan Walker is really good, too. He is, man. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. All right. As always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that way you know when I go live or when I upload. All right. So the Phillies will be batting here in the bottom of the first. It's Kyle Schwarber will lead things off. Trey Turner batting in the 2 spot. Nick Castellanos out in right field. He'll be batting third. Bryce Harper in the cleanup spot. He'll be batting fourth. Alec Boehm, who's over at third base. He'll be batting fifth. Bryson Stott, the second baseman, hitting sixth. And batting seventh is Brandon Marsh, who's out in center field. The first baseman will be Derek Hall, and he'll be hitting in the 8th spot. And Garrett Stubbs gets the start today for JT Realmuto. He will be batting 9th. Once again, the Phillies in their powder blue uniforms. It's a powder blue Thursday afternoon type of a vibe. Fisherman Sam says, I tried to get a Stott jersey. Everything's sold out. Yeah, I wonder why. I know. Yep. Hey, I could have gotten a Tyrese Maxey jersey when he was drafted, and I was thinking that he was going to be a stud, and I missed out on that, man. His stock value now is up. It's like really good. So once again, just to recap, it's Schwarber, Turner, Castellanos, Harper, Boehm, Stott, Marsh, Hall, and Stubbs. And they will be facing Corbin Burnes. Corbin Burnes, as I mentioned before, he's done a pretty good job. Over his last 19 innings of work, he's allowed 4 earned runs and has 26 strikeouts. So he's been really, really sharp. This is just in the month of June, actually. So he's projected to get 194 strikeouts in 190 innings, but I wouldn't be surprised if that projection changes, to be honest with you. I love Maxey, man. I love him too. All right, Schwarber will lead off the bottom of the first, and the first pitch he sees is a cutter that he takes on the outside corner for a called strike. Schwarber wearing his sunglasses along with his light blue batting gloves. The 0-1 by Burnes is just down low and outside. Burnes on the road has gone 61 innings, and he's allowed 23 earned runs and has 64 strikeouts. Burnes comes set, kicks, steals, and it's on the outside corner. Phillies, they won the first game. It was on Tuesday night. They lost last night's game, and they're trying to take the series. The 1-2. Ooh, what a curveball that was on the outside corner at the knees for a called third strike. Just an unbelievable pitch he was able to throw. He was actually right before the game. I don't know what he was holding. It was like a pillow or something, but he was practicing throwing with that ball in his hand. But he had the baseball with his throwing arm. So there's one out in the bottom of the first, and Trey Turner looks at a cutter at 96 for a called strike. Turner hitting .249 with 10 homers and 34 RBI. The 0-1 just misses. Brewers, as far as their defensive lineup goes, they have Victor Caratini behind the plate. Over at first base is Owen Miller. The second baseman is Josh Turang. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Third baseman is Andrew Monasterio. Willie Adames plays over at shortstop, and from left to right in the outfield, we got Blake Perkins in left. And out in center field, as the 1-2 is popped up out to shallow center field. Turang will get underneath it, and he'll be there to make the catch. So Blake Perkins is out in center. And then left field is Christian Yelich. I have the wrong one up here. I have to find the other one. And over in right field is Raimel Tapia. So there's 2 outs as Turner popped out to second base, and Castellanos will ground this one back towards Burnes. He throws a little sidearm underhanded throw over to first, and Castellanos is retired. 1-2-3 go the Phillies, and we head to the top of the second inning. Phillies and Brewers with no score. Like number 23, let's go, baby. What's up, Long Ball? How you doing? Guys, if you're new to my channel, okay, we love Long Ball McGlovin. We love his cast. We love what he does. Please make sure that you go subscribe to his channel. I know that he's not necessarily looking to promote his channel per se, but I'm telling you, we love going on to hang out with Long Ball. All right? We really do. Yep, we got to play good, says Fisherman Sam. For sure. Absolutely, man. All right. I don't know where my notes went. That's a little bit weird. They must have, like, flew out somehow. Did I, like, put them in just, like, a weird spot? I don't know. I can't find it. That is so bizarre. I had them, like, right over here. All right, well, let's put this here. Maybe this is a sign that I have to reorganize my stuff. Am I, like, going crazy? Where the heck is it? There it is. I threw it out by accident. There we go. All right, so yes, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload, all right? Larry says, Long Ball, drop a link. I'll check it out and sub. Yeah, feel free to do that, my guy. Feel free to do that, Long Ball. No pressure, though. Okay. So, in case you're just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. And, yeah, man, thanks for coming on here. We appreciate you all so much for taking time out of your day, time out of your afternoon. I know it's a work day for a lot of you guys, but if you're just tuning in and you're just listening in, well, I appreciate you for welcoming my voice into your workplaces or into your ears, if you will, even though that sounds a little bit weird. Thank you for listening to Play-by-Play with JJ. That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. Come on, JJ. Come on. All right, we head to the top of the second inning, so Owen Miller will be leading things off. Victor Caratini will be in the on-deck circle, and in the hole is Raimel Tapia. Caratini batting .254 this season with 5 home runs and 18 RBI, and Walker goes out there for his second frame of work. The pitch, it's in there for a call, it's fouled off. So there's 1 out. My gosh. They came back, and it was a little bit late. Don't know what happened to Owen Miller, so I apologize about that. The 0-1 is popped up over towards the center field side and shallow center, that is, and Turner gets underneath it to make the catch. It just came back, and there's 1 out. Or now there's 2 outs. So that'll bring up Raimel Tapia with 2 outs and with nobody on. So now we got to see what happened, guys. Pitch number 1 by Walker is way up high and way outside to Raimel Tapia. So Miller grounded out to third. It's on the third pitch, too. They didn't come back until then. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walker comes set, throws it, and it's off the plate. Tapia is the right fielder. Got the start in the first game and went 1 for 4 with a run and a stolen base. 2 outs, nobody on. The 2-1 offering. Again, it's off the plate. It was a splitter. Sam wants to know, JJ, who's your least favorite player in all of Major League Baseball all time? It's tough, man. I don't really have a least favorite player. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Who was a player that annoyed me as a fan? Jose Reyes. But I like Jose Reyes, but he really just got on my nerves at times as a fan. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Phillies are 52-43. They're 26-18 at home. Walker comes set at the belt, and the 3-2. Fly ball, hit out to shallow center field. Marsh will run in towards home plate, and they'll make the catch on the run, and he'll run back to the dugout as the Phillies get a 1-2-3 inning from Taijuan Walker. And we head to the bottom of the second. No score in Philadelphia. All right. So, yeah, I apologize about that. Lumball says, I only did it because you told me to, JJ. Not big on promoting, but we appreciate you, Larry. Yep. Like I said, I know that you're not big on promoting your stuff, but man, like, always feel free, my guy. Always feel free to do that. All right, so in the bottom of the second inning, Harper, Bohm, and Stott will be coming up for Philadelphia. Yes, let's make sure that we have everything all set up properly. You know what's really crazy? When you look at Owen Miller and when you look at Bryce Harper's home run totals, right? Because they're both batting in the cleanup spot. Both of them combined have 9 home runs in the cleanup spot. Oh, man. JJ, what score would you risk for this game? Dude, it's going to be a low-scoring game. That's what I'm going to tell you. Corbin Burnes has been mowing down lineups, and you're not going to see a whole lot of offense today. But yeah, 9 combined home runs. Bryce Harper is on a 7-game hitting streak, and during the 7-game hitting streak, he's hitting .429 with 3 doubles, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. He got a base hit in the 9th inning of last night's game. He was 0 for 3 at the time, and then singled to extend the hitting streak. Burnes gets back on the mound, and he throws the first pitch in the dirt. Harper's batting average is up to 300 right now. He's ahead in the count 1-0. He's wearing a bright neon yellow type of batting glove with a little bit of navy blue on the fingertips. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Harper has driven in 26 runs on the season. Burnes comes set. Gets the signs and the pitch. Looked like it was just below the knees, but it was at the knees for a called strike. One and 2 is the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's now the 3rd time in this series that Bryce Harper has struck out. It's the 2nd strikeout of the day for Corbin Burnes. And there's 1 gone. As far as the crew chief goes, oh boy, I had to clear my throat for a second. I apologize. Jordan Baker, the tallest umpire in baseball, is behind the plate. as Alec Bohm will come on up to the plate. And he takes a sinker just a little bit down low in the eyes of Baker. Over at first base, we got Brendan Miller. The second base ump is Scott Berry. And Derek Thomas, who was the home plate umpire in last night's game, he's over at third. The 1-0, fly ball. It's fouled, though, behind the third base side. Bowman, the series, is 2 for 8. He got 2 hits, or both of his hits, I should say, in the first game. He scored a run and has an RBI, too. The 1-1 popped up out to right field. On the run is Tapia as he'll go over towards the line, and he will make the catch with the sunglasses on. 5 up, 5 down, as Corbin Burnes is mowing down the Phillies lineup so far. The tallest umpire in baseball, because I heard of that, and somebody mentioned it on a cast last night, so I was listening to that, or 2 nights ago, or maybe 3 nights ago, but somebody mentioned it, and it was true. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Stott hitting .305 on the season with 8 home runs and 35 runs batted in. The 0-1 is a curveball at the knees for a called strike. Brewers are in their navy blue uniforms with the gold stitching and the letters and the numbers as well. The pitch, a curveball that swung on and missed. 6 up, 6 down. It's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Corbin Burnes. And we head to the the top of the 3rd. Phillies and Brewers are scoreless. Oh, boy. Let's go, guys. Like it up. Exactly. Like it up and sub it up, or else we have to suck it up. I always like saying that. I don't know why. All right, guys. It's time to wish the following athletes and former athletes, a very happy birthday. So we take a look at our calendar. Today is Thursday, July 20th. Wow, we are flying by summertime. Chuck Daly. Happy birthday to Chuck Daly. Wow. 93 years old. Yeah, 93. Tony Oliva, born in 1938. Happy birthday to Tony, man. Mel Daniels. Happy birthday to Mel Daniels. Daniels is, 79 years old now. Crazy. Born in 1944. Ray Allen. Happy birthday to Ray Allen. 48 years old today. And also happy birthday to Steven Strasburg, a World Series champion. Man, the injury bug for him has just been unbelievable. And hopefully he's recovering from the injury that he has right now. Hopefully we'll see him again on a mound. Don't know if that's going to happen. The Nationals have been very cautious about that. So, hopefully he'll be all right. So we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Andrew Monasterio is coming up. He's the 3rd baseman for the Brewers. And Terang waits in the on-deck circle. Wow, that is really cool. Guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons. We have some games also underway, some early games, including the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're taking on the Atlanta Braves. The Diamondbacks, they took the last 2 games of the series against Atlanta, including a big one on Tuesday night where they were down 14-13 in the top of the 9th inning, and they came back and they won the game 16-14. And then they ended up winning last night's game 2 as the Braves struggled offensively. Phillies trying to gain some ground against them. They just got into 2nd place over the Marlins, who were now on a 6-game losing streak, if I'm not mistaken. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andrew Monasterio. He's hitting .292 on the season. Walker gets the signs, kicks, steals, and it's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Walker comes set at the belt. Fires, and it's a splitter that just misses. Monasterio had 2 hits in Tuesday night's game and 2 hits last night as well. 2-2. He grounds this one past the third baseman into left field. It goes down the line. It's a fair ball. Schwarber gets over to it. And Andrew Monasterio, what a series he has had against the Philadelphia Phillies. He's now 4 for 8. That's his second double of the series. I was a little surprised that Bohm wasn't playing more towards the line. He was not even near the line and at least a couple of feet away. But regardless, Turang will step into the batter's box. He'll be batting on the left side. Wearing his dark batting gloves, he'll show bunt, then take it back at the very last second, and the pitch was down low. Turang hitting 203 on the season. Bryce Turang ahead in the count. Walker looks back at second. Now back to home plate. The pitch in the dirt. Turang is 23 years old. He's from Corona, California. Stands at 6 feet tall, 176 pounds. Walker looks back at second again to keep Monasterio in check. The 2-0. Taken back again, but they're going to appeal over at third base, and they said that he did take it back, and the count is 3 balls and no strikes. Probably should make this full. Nobody out in the top of the third. We're scoreless at Citizens Bank Park. The 3-0 pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Blake Perkins waits in the on-deck circle. Brewers have been dealing with the injury bug this season, as the 3-1 is just outside and Turang gets aboard with a walk. Brian Anderson, their third baseman, not to be confused with the play-by-play announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers, Brian Anderson. He's on the injured list. Brandon Woodruff, one of their best starting pitchers, he's injured, and Wade Miley just went on the injured list after going 7 innings and having 9 strikeouts against the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch to Blake Perkins is just laid off. Brewers, when they do get on base, they love to show bunt, and they love playing small ball. They can run, and they can do the little things really well. The problem for them is just getting on base as time is called, and Stubbs will head on over towards the mound, and the infielders will have a conversation with Walker on the bump. One ball, no strikes. Of course, we've seen guys dominate the Phillies in a Brewers uniform. One of them including Ryan Braun. Braun had a big 3-home run game against the Phillies. The 1-0 popped up. It was a popped-up bunt, but it goes foul towards the third base side, and it will go out of play. Runners are at first and second with nobody out in the top of the third. Blake Perkins, who had a 2-run double in last night's game, he is up at the plate right now. Phillies in a little bit of a jam. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walker looks back at second, bat to home plate, the pitch. And it was bunted, but no contact was made, so it's a strike. Braun actually against the Phillies had 25 home runs and a .385 batting average. And that really does describe, the numbers definitely do show that justice because he destroyed the Phillies. The 1-2, bunted foul, And Walker gets his second strikeout of the day. It's the first out. Surprised that Perkins showed bunt there. I mean, it's 2 strikes. It is really insane. I saw that last night. I was like, Ryan Braun really destroyed the Phillies. I looked at StatMuse, and they were like, yeah, 25 homers and 73 RBI in 79 games. Here comes Christian Yelich, who lifts this one out to deep right field. Castellanos looks up, and that baby is gone. Another guy that hits very well against Philadelphia, and Christian Yelich puts the Brewers on the board 3-0. It went into the 4th row behind the out-of-town scoreboard. It's home run number 14 on the season. The curveball was hanging. Actually, it was more of a splitter. Yelich got the barrel of the bat on it, and goodbye baseball. There's a cutter that's on the inside corner on the upper third of the strike zone for a called strike. So Yelich got on, and here's William Contreras, who slaps this one foul. Contreras batting .273 with 10 home runs and 35 RBI. 0-2 is the count. Walker doesn't like the sign. Now he agrees. And the pitch in the dirt. And good job by Stubbs to just shimmy over towards his right side and block that pitch. 39 pitches by Walker. And he just allowed a 3-run home run to Christian Yelich. The 1-2 off the plate again. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. The Giants and the Reds, they're also on right now. They're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The game is on ESPN Plus, and they're still scoreless. The 2-2, check swing. He went around. There wasn't even an appeal. And there's the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 strikeouts in the inning. I was looking at Perkins striking out, and then I had to look back up as we flipped the lineup card, and of course Yelich just hit the 3-run homer. Adames on the first pitch lines this one into left field. It takes about 2 bounces in front of Kyle Schwarber, and Adames gets aboard for the first time today with a single as Schwarber throws it to the cutoff man, and that's the second hit of the inning. Third hit of the inning. My gosh, come on, Jay. Can't remember the last time the Phillies had a 3-run home run, says Larry. 2 outs, a runner over at first. Walker throws it on the upper third of the strike zone for a called strike. Miller hitting .270 with 5 home runs and 26 runs batted in. Over at first base is Adames. Walker throws back to first. Did he pick him off? He did not. Another close move. The Phillies going to challenge this? They're looking over towards home plate, and they say play on. In case you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Walker looks set, looks up, and the pitch. Foul ball. Owen Miller, against NL East opponents, he's in .217 with 5 hits, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Walker. He does strike out the side, but the Brewers, they strike first as Christian Yelich hits a 3-run home run, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd in Philadelphia. Okay. Great. Okay. So, it's time to go to the bottom of the third inning, guys. Let's get to 730 subscribers today. That's the goal, man. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do that. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome day, man. Thanks for coming on here. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy work schedules in the afternoon during a weekday, and for coming on and watching and listening to some baseball in Philadelphia. All right. So, on today's date, 99 years ago, Johnny Weissmuller garners his third gold medal of the 1924 Summer Olympics in Paris by winning the 100-meter freestyle. Duke Kahanamoku of Hawaii finishes second in the event, and his brother Sam is third, giving the U.S. a medal sweep. Okay? So, Duke won the gold medal in the 100-meter freestyle swim in both 1912 and 1920. Okay? And Weissmuller, Johnny Weissmuller, that is, will win 2 more gold medals at the 1928 Olympics in Amsterdam, and he would then become much better known as the star of 12 Tarzan movies. I didn't know that. Duke Hanamoku will also pursue a career in Hollywood, where his surfing prowess helps promote the sport. I think that that's so cool. That's a really cool one. I like that. And that is your fun fact of the day. Thanks to my sister for getting me this calendar. She's the best. I love you, Alyssa. You're awesome. All right, Brandon Marsh is up at the plate. And he swings and fouls the second pitch, so he's behind in the count, 0-2. Marco says, please, God, let's go Phillies. We need this win today. Yes, I agree. Marsh hitting .284 on the season, batting in the 7th spot. Burnes with the 0-2. It's just a hair off the plate. He went with a cutter that time. Sometimes you just don't know what type of fastball he's going to throw. Similar velocities. And the 1-2, that time he went with a curveball, and Marsh swings and misses as it disappears out of the strike zone. And that's the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Corbin Burnes. Back-to-back Ks. The Reds just took a 2-0 lead against the San Francisco Giants, as Derek Hall will come up and he checks swings, but it hits it foul down the third base side. Luke Maile hit a home run to give the Reds a 2-0 lead against Alex Cobb. The pitch. It's on the outside corner. So Burnes with 25 pitches so far. Brewers have a 3-0 lead as Christian Yelich homered in the top of the inning. We're in the bottom of the third. The 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled off towards the first base side. It was on a curveball. Matt Gelb from The Athletic just posted on Twitter about an hour ago that Sir Anthony Dominguez will pitch for AAA tomorrow night. The 0-2, swing and a miss. He went with a changeup that time, and that's now 2 strikeouts in this inning for Corbin Burnes, and there's 2 away. Phillies will also be moving, according to Matt Gelb. Noah Song, he'll be going back to AAA, and he'll pitch 2 innings on Saturday. The club has to activate Sir Anthony Dominguez by July 28th. The pitch to Garrett Stubbs is down low. Burnes not wasting any time. Comes set, gets the signs from Caratini, and the pitch. And there's a Garrett Stubbs specialty, but it's just fouled. In case you don't know what a specialty for him is that tries to bunt and play some small ball. One ball, one strike. He does a good job, though, at it. I'm not, like, disrespecting him. It's just funny that when you actually think about it, that is his specialty. That's his forte. 1-1. Curveball that's a rainbow. And it's outside. Had a high arc to it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Burnes comes set at the belt. And the pitch. Another foul ball. This time down the third base side. And it goes out of play. I try, Larry. Sometimes I have too much fun doing this. Stubbs does call for time here. So the Phillies, they're 52-43 on the season. Currently, as we speak, they own the final wild card spots. The Giants and the Diamondbacks are tied, but the Giants have the second, and the Diamondbacks have the first due to the head-to-head record. The pitch. It bounces in the dirt before home plate, and it was inside, and Stubbs took it all the way. The count is full. Bases are empty. We're in the bottom of the third inning as the game got started at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Burnes comes set at the belt. The payoff. Fly ball hit out to left field. Not that deep, though, and Yelich will be there in plenty of time and catches the can of corn for out number 3. And we head to the top of the 4th inning as 9 up, 9 down for Corbin Burnes. Phillies have not been able to get on base against him. And we head to the top of the 4th. Oh, boy. All right. How many people do we have on here, guys? Let's see. I love this setup, man. I feel so confident when we're doing this. We got 37 people on here. Honestly, for a Thursday afternoon type of a day, that is really impressive, and you guys really should be proud of yourselves. Ryan, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, man. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. It means a lot, Ryan Boyle. Shout out to Ryan Boyle. If you just subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you shout yourself out. I'll give you a shout out. But you got to comment your name down below in the comment section. Because sometimes the YouTube, I don't want to call it a CPU, but the computer for YouTube does not always track who subscribes. I can't do that. Because we got Brewers fans on here, man. We got to welcome everybody. Disappointed with the words of Harper at first this series, just for it not to happen, says Christian. I feel you, man. I was looking forward to it too, but if Harper's not comfortable, can't blame him, but it puts Dombrowski in a tough spot because now, because of first base, you don't know how it's going to work out with, with the 5th starter and that type of thing, because now you're not going to get Painter back, most likely, due to the report yesterday. He'll be meeting with the doctor tomorrow out in L.A., according to the Phillies. They reported this yesterday in a press release on Twitter. So he'll be meeting with the doctor tomorrow to talk about his UCL tear that he suffered on March 2nd. And he'll most likely have to get Tommy John surgery. All right, Walker goes out there for his 4th frame of work. And the first pitch is a curveball that's on the inside corner to Victor Caratini. And he pokes this one back up the middle. Turner there, though, and he'll throw it over to first in plenty of time to get Caratini. The last time Caratini did face off against the Phillies, he went 3 for 4. That was last year in June. This is the first time that he has started in this series. And Raimel Tapia, the former Colorado Rocky, who faced the Phillies before this series when he was in a Boston uniform, will swing and a miss at the first pitch. Yeah, you don't give yourself enough data to figure out if you should trade for a legit first baseman at this point. Yep, I totally agree with you, man. It's hard. I want to make sure I read that full comment correctly, but Walker comes set at the chest, and he throws it to home plate, and it's a foul ball. Make sure I read that comment correctly. Yeah, you don't give enough. You don't give yourself enough data to figure out if you should trade for a legit first baseman at the deadline or if Harper is serviceable at the spot. I agree. My thing froze. I can't do that anymore. I just can't do that anymore. I hate when that happens. I have to get a third monitor or something. That's what I gotta do. Okay. The pitch. It's a foul ball. That's what I gotta do. Alright, it's noted. It's like a glitch in the NBC Sports app that it just freezes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch is fouled off. Gabe, I have to be able to see the full thing, so I don't want to have to squint my eyes at the whole thing, so. The pitch. It's fouled off. I want to be able to see the entire screen. I have to have this in full screen mode. And I don't want to have to pull up the chat. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A splitter at 89 miles per hour. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 4th. So Tapia strikes out for the first time today. Caratini grounded out to shortstop to start off the inning. And Tapia just struck out. The Brewers in the NL Central, they're 2.5 games above the Reds. Andrew Monasterio is up at the plate with 2 outs and with nobody on. Then he sees a first pitch that's in there for a called strike. Second pitch is fouled off. 0-2 is the count. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 offering is in the dirt. If you just subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you shout yourself out. I really appreciate you for being on here. Monasterio had a double his last time up and scored a run thanks to a 3-run homer by Christian Yelich. And that's how the Brewers have gotten all 3 of their runs. The 1-2 on the upper third of the strike zone, and it rings up Monasterio for a called strike 3. A big strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts for Taijuan Walker, and the inning is over. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Phillies trail 3-0 in the series finale at home against Milwaukee. Reds really come back to earth, huh? So do the Marlins. I mean, the Marlins have been ice cold, man. But they're up 2-0, the Reds, that is. Okay. Let's take a look at the Major League scoreboard. All right. So we got the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're in Atlanta. The Diamondbacks won the last 2 games. And it is scoreless in the bottom of the 5th inning. Reds are up 2-0 against the San Francisco Giants. It's good for the Phillies' sake. And not so good for the Brewers' sake. Padres and Blue Jays, they're scoreless in the top of the 2nd inning. White Sox do have a 1-0 lead as they head to the bottom of the 1st inning in New York against the Mets. As Eloy Jimenez drove in his 41st run of the season. The Tigers will be playing off against the Kansas City Royals this afternoon at 2:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Twins and the Mariners, that series has been pretty interesting. They play at 3:40. And the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Boy, what a series that's going to be. It's a 4-game set. Game 1 is at 6:40. and the Cardinals and the Cubs. Of course, an all-time classic right there at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Astros play the A's. That's the final game, and that's at 9:40. All right, so 9 batters retired in a row by Corbin Burnes, and we flip the lineup card as the first pitch to Schwarber is a curveball on the outside corner for a called strike. The pitch inside. Schwarber struck out looking in his first at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch by Burnes is off the plate. And that'll make the count 2-1. Schwarber with 350 at-bats coming into today. Burnes comes set, kicks, steals, and it's in the dirt. So that'll make the count 3-1. Schwarber lifetime against Burnes is 2 for 10 before today's game with a solo homer, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The 3-1 delivery. Foul ball. Burnes won the NL Cy Young back in 2021. He's pitching like a Cy Young here in the month of July. The pitch. Fouled just behind the plate. Burnes with 39 pitches. Has his dark black glove right on. Here's the signs. And the pitch. Way upstairs and outside. And Kyle Schwarber gets on with a walk. So 9 batters were retired in a row by Corbin Burnes. And finally, the Phillies get their first base runner of the day. And Trey Turner will step into the batter's box. Phillies wearing their powder blue uniforms. On this hot Thursday afternoon, Burnes comes set at the chest. The pitch, grounder, hit back over to second base. The tag is made at the bag. The throw over to first is in plenty of time, and that's a 4-3 double play. It was hit back towards second base, and Terang didn't even have to flinch or anything. He just tagged the bag, got Schwarber out, and Turner was thrown out over at first. Well, that's one way to kill off a rally. Just take a hack at the first pitch, and doing that against a guy like Corbin Burnes who's wheeling and dealing, that's a recipe for disaster. Castellanos will look at the first pitch up high. His batting average has slid all the way down to 289. When he was an all-star, he was batting .302. 1 ball, no strikes. Burnes comes set at the chest. The pitch. Fouled back. Phillies trail 3-0 in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. Nobody on. Yelich with a 3-run home run in the top of the 3rd. The 1-1. So another swing and a miss. It was a slider that was on the inner upper third of the strike zone, and Castellanos got fooled. The count is 1-2. Castellanos will call for time here. Lifetime against Corbin Burnes. He is 2 for 7. The 1-2 offering, it was way outside, and Castellanos held his horses. There's Castellanos' son, who has a nice front row seat. That's who he was pointing to in last night's game when he hit that home run. Whoever said that was right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch in the dirt. Burnes was coming set at the chest. It's the second full count that he's had to deal with in this inning. Burnes gets the signs from Caratini, fires to home plate. The pitch, it's poked out in the right field for a base hit. And Tapia gets over to it as he sees the roller. And he'll throw it to the infield, and Nick Castellanos gets an opposite field single off the end of the bat. So Schwarber walked, Turner grounded into a 4-3 double play, and Castellanos singles, and here comes Bryce Harper. So that's the third hit that he's had lifetime-wise against Corbin Burnes. And Harper will come up, just batting a tick underneath 300, and Caratini wants to have a conversation with Corbin Burnes. It was 47 pitches. We just got to the 30-like mark. If you guys have not done so already, hit that thumbs up button. And Jiva Newts and Snowman Multimedia, please drop your links down below. And if you also have a cast on here that you do on YouTube, please drop your links, man. So the home plate umpire, Jordan Baker, will go out to the mound to break up the conversation, and everybody will go back to their spots. The infield is playing Harper to pull, as over at third base, Monasterio is about like 5 yards at least away from the third base bag. Harper steps into the batter's box, and the first pitch he sees is a cutter that's in the dirt, and it got away from Caratini, but not too far away as he hiked up and just kept Castellanos in check. Harper struck out swinging on a curveball in his first at-bat. 1-0 is the count. Burnes comes set at the belt. The pitch. A curveball that is off the plate. And a good eye by Bryce. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Phillies down 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. A runner at first. It's Nick Castellanos. 2 outs. Throw over to first. Is not in time as Castellanos dives back in there safely with his right hand touching the bag. Harper only has 4 home runs this season. Returned from Tommy John surgery back in May. 2-0 pitch by Burnes is a cutter on the outside corner. He's about halfway there between the century mark on the pitch count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Burnes gets the signs from Caratini. Doesn't look over to first base. He's still trying to communicate here. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-1 pitch. Line drive over at third base, played on a hop, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. It was a hot shot. Honestly, it was a rocket that was hit over to Monasterio, but he was at the right place at the right time, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, 1 man left. And we go to the top of the 5th inning. Phillies down 3-0. Did I say 2 hits? I meant to say 1 hit, but 2. Okay, whatever. I need to take a step off. That's what I got to do. That's what it usually means. I got to take a step off. Okay. And I wrote this for the wrong inning, so. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. What's going on with Harper? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I can't stomach this today. I feel you, man. I'll be right back. I need to take a step off, and I got to take a sip of water, all right? I'll see you guys really soon, but while we're at it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, all right? Let's get those numbers up, man. Okay, cool. Great. All right, we're back, guys. Taijuan Walker will throw a curveball that is on the outside corner for a called strike. Just came back, and up at the plate is Turang. Turang will pop this one up. It's fouled behind the plate. So Bryce Turang, he's 23 years old from Corona, California, as I mentioned before. Against right-handed pitching, he's hitting .217 with 3 home runs and 18 RBI. The ball is 2 strikes, and the pitch by Walker is upstairs. And that'll make the count 1-2. On 1-2 counts, he's actually hitting .273 with 2 RBI. Walker comes set, lines up, and delivers. And it's in the dirt. That'll make the count 2-2. Walker comes set again. And the next pitch, line drive, caught back up the middle by Trey Turner. At the right place, at the right time. And it's lined out to Trey for the first out. Walker, I don't know why he tried to barehand it, but he was going to knock it down with his bare hand, and that could have been an injury there, especially on his throwing arm. What are you doing? There's a curveball that's thrown at the knees for a called strike to Blake Perkins. Yeah, I can understand maybe with the glove, but the hand? Perkins will take a cutter that's downstairs for a ball. So Walker was 65 pitches so far. Besides the 3-run home run he gave up to Yelich, he's been pretty solid. He gets the signs from Stubbs, kicks, steals, and it's in the dirt again. 2-1 is the count to Blake Perkins, who had a 2-run double in last night's game. The pitch inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Walker gets the signs again, fires it to home plate, and it's on the lower third of the zone for a called strike at the knees. And that'll make the count full. Walker not wasting any time. The payoff pitch. There's a fly ball hit out to right field. Castellanos goes back towards the warning track right in front of the out-of-town scoreboard, and they'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Perkins tried to take that one for a ride. He had a 2-run double in last night's game and was pretty solid, but could not get the ball to fly out of here, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 5th with nobody on. And now Christian Yelich will come back up, and he sees a sinker. It looked like it was a little low, but it's a called strike anyways. The ball is 1 strike. Walker gets the signs from Stubbs, shakes his head, now nods his head, and agrees on the call. The 0-1 in the dirt. Of course I had to burp during that one. Excuse me. And it was a low. I just had a burp coming. 1-1 pitch. Line drive into right center field. Castellanos will get it towards the alleyway. He'll throw it over to second base. The throw is not in time, and Yelich gets in there safely. Yelich was like, I got in there safely, right? And he's looking over at the second base umpire, Scott Berry, and Berry is like, yeah, you're good, bro. So Yelich has singled, homered, and doubled. And we're only in the 5th inning. So he's on cycle watch, technically speaking. He got in there, yep. William Contreras, the hitting machine, is up. The former Brave will take the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Today he's 0 for 2. He popped out and struck out. Yelich at second. Got on with a 2-out double. Walker with 73 pitches in 4 2/3 of an inning. Looks back at second and fakes a little toss over to second base as he'll step off the mound. 13 seconds left on the pitch clock. Phillies in their powder blue uniforms, while the Brewers are in their navy blue and gold uniforms with the gold stitching and the gray pant legs as well. And now time is called as Stubbs just cannot. I don't know what it is with Walker and Stubbs, but they just don't look like they're on the same page. Walker keeps shaking his head on certain pitches, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the slider that he just doesn't trust today. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. No balls, 1 strike. Yelich is over in scoring position. The pitch. Fly ball, and it's fouled and out of play. William Contreras, the younger brother of Wilson Contreras, who's now a catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. 0-2 is the count. Walker looks back at second, now back to home plate. The pitch in the dirt. I try, Larry. I mean, that's exactly what he was like. It's funny when you look at the strike to ball count. All right, well, the 1-2 pitch. Grounder, hit over to shortstop, gobbled up by Turner, and he'll throw across the diamond in time for out number 3. Just want to mention that Walker had 25 balls, 50 strikes, and 75 pitches. So a quarter, a half a dollar, and 3/4 of a pitch on the pitch count. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. I don't know what that was, but I wanted to try something. Phillies trail 3-0. That's all I wanted to do. Because I was thinking of, like, you saying coined a new phrase. So that's why I saw that, and I'm like, well, let me try to put this in there. I would have never done that during an actual broadcast, but I wanted to try something. So it is what it is. Hopefully that doesn't turn anybody off. Okay. What inning are we going to? The bottom of the 5th inning. Okay. Come on, Jason. You got to keep it together, my guy. What's going on? Larry says the sad part is they do know how to play. They just can't be bothered to do it. Eric says, I think that they unlearned. Guys, hit that like button and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 40, man. I really want to get to 60 again by the end of this cast. I think we can do it, and I know that we have people that are, you know, I know that we have people missing because it is a work day, but I think we can get to 60, man. All right, so Bohm's going to lead things off. Nick Nelson. He went 7 innings yesterday and allowed 6 hits and 1 earned run for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Remember Nick Nelson, guys? Eric says, I called out of work for you for this. I should get paid to watch Phillies games more. Al Bohm will foul off the first pitch as it goes behind the plate. And Corbin Burnes will head back out there for his fifth frame of work. Bowman in 281 with 9 homers and 59 RBI. He's tied with Nick Castellanos in that category. The 0-1 offering. High bouncer, hit over to third base, and the throw across the diamond by Monasterio is in time. What a dig that was as well over at first base by Owen Miller. There's the first out. Not an easy play. So the next batter will be Bryson Stott. Burnes comes set at the chest, and the pitch. It's on the upper third of the strike zone for a called strike. Bryson Stott today 0 for 1. Burnes gets the signs from Caratini, kicks, steals, and it's a cutter that's in there for a called strike. So the count is 1-1. The pitch, swing and a miss on a cutter at 93. Phillies down 3-0. In case you're just tuning in, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's 1 out, and the bases are empty. Christian Yelich had a 3-run home run for Milwaukee in the top of the 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Burnes fires, and it's outside. That'll make the count tied up at 2-2. The 25-year-old Bryson Stott has had a pretty good series so far. He had 2 hits in the first game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch outside. It was a curveball at 78. That's the third full count that Burnes has had to deal with over the last 2 innings of work. A payoff pitch coming up. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Burnes comes set, kicks, fires, and it's a grounder back up the middle, and it's bobbled by the second baseman, and Bryson Stott's going to get into first base without a throw. Terang had to go on the run towards his right side. He tried to field it. He bobbled it. He probably would have gotten Bryson Stott out with a sidearm throw on the run, but it wasn't such an easy play. But that should go down as an E4. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So Stott is aboard, and Brandon Marsh will step up to the plate, and Burnes will throw a curveball on the outside corner. Marsh in 283 with 7 home runs and 36 RBI. Burnes comes set. Throw back to first. Not in time. You got to keep your eye on Bryson Stott. He got caught stealing in the 9th inning of last night's game, and he stays put at first. No balls. 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Burnes with the 0-1. It's up high. Time he went with a cutter. Pretty good crowd out at Citizens Bank Park. Spencer Strider, in case you don't know, is throwing a 2-hitter and has 13 strikeouts in 6 innings of work as the Braves lead it 1-0. The 1-1 offering, it's in the dirt. And Marsh takes it all the way. Burnes has been throwing some more pitches. He was able to retire the first 9 batters he faced. 2 balls, 1 strike. He gets the signs from Caratini, winds up and delivers. And it's chopped foul down the first base side. So that'll even up the count at 2-2. Marsh is 25 years old. Stands at 6'4". Stott's over at first base. Phillies down 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burnes gets the signs, fires, and it's just outside. Caratini tried his best to frame it on the outside corner, but he didn't get the call, and it was outside anyways, and that'll make the count full. Big pitch coming up here to Brandon Marsh. In the on-deck circle is Derek Hall. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the big pitch, grounder, fouled towards the first base backstop. The ball girl bobbled it, and now gives a little souvenir towards a fan. What's up, Ronnie? Thanks for coming on here, man. What's up, Marcelo? There you go. Payoff pitch again, swing and a miss. Corbin Burnes, man, 6 strikeouts. He went upstairs. Marsh went after it. And there's 2 away. That's the 2nd time today that Marsh has struck out. And now Derek Hall will come up. He struck out in his last at-bat. Throw back to first. Miller tries to tag Stott, and it's not in time. Phillies trail 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Burnes, with the signs, comes set at the belt. The pitch, line drive, caught over at first base by Owen Miller. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left, and we head to the top of the 6th inning. Only 2 hits for the Phillies. They trail 3-0 as the Brewers are coming back up. Okay. All right, let me take a quick step off, guys. JJ, you can pay us to watch next year when you're filthy rich, Larry says. Man, that'd be wild. But yeah, that'd be wild. All right, let me take a step off. I gotta take a sip of water. I gotta take a step off. All right, I'll see you guys really soon. Hit that thumbs up button while you're at it, and hit that subscribe button. Snowman, if you're still on here, post your link down below. G Vanutes, I should say, post your link too, man. All right, see you guys very, very soon. All right, we're back here in Voorhees, New Jersey. Phillies playing at Citizens Bank Park. Thank goodness we're in air conditioning, even though it is a little bit hot up here. That is because I have my door closed, though. But, yes, Phillies trail 3-0. In case you're just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. All right, we cover Phillies baseball, Flyers hockey, 76ers basketball, Patriots football. We started this channel 7 months ago. We've been calling games ever since then. Graduated from Rowan University last year in 2023. And have gotten some experience with the Wilmington Blue Rocks, the high affiliate of the Washington Nationals, and the Delaware Bluecoats, the NBG League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. Walker comes set, and he fires a fastball, a sinker at 93 at the knees on the lower third of the zone. The ball is one strike. Walker with 77 pitches, nods his head, and throws it outside. Well, the only 3 runs that the Brewers got were back in the top of the third on a 3-run home run by Christian Yelich. The 1-1 fouled off. Adames is up at the plate. Forgot to mention that. He's 1 for 2 today. Got a base hit his last time up. Walker comes set and winds up and delivers. It's outside. Way outside it was. Owen Miller waits in the on-deck circle. The 2-2 offering off the plate. That'll make the count full at 3-2. 81 pitches by Taijuan Walker. Not wasting any time. The payoff pitch, check, swing, foul ball down the first base line. It actually heads on over towards the Phillies dugout. Brewers are 53-43. Phillies are 52-43. Payoff pitch, bouncer, that's fouled. Over towards the third base dugout. From one dugout to another. As I like to say when Bryson Stott and Bryce Harper get on base, it's from one Las Vegas native to another. Walker comes set again. The payoff pitch, broken bat, pop up. That's caught by Taijuan Walker in between third and home plate. Look out below. That bat was shattered. It actually went all the way towards left field. Are you kidding me? You gotta watch out for those. That is really scary. Look at how far it went over Trey Turner's head onto the outfield grass. Can you believe that? Well, there's the first out of the inning on a pop-up that was caught by Walker. The catch was incredible, but the broken bat was even more incredible. Never seen anything like it. The pitch. It's a splitter that's inside and low. Forgot to mention that the first pitch was on the inside corner. Gotta have the eyes tell the game. 1-1. Little hopper hit over to third base, and boom, gathers himself, throws across the diamond, and Miller is out at first. Now Victor Caratini will come on up. Victor did not get the start behind the plate. William Contreras has really been unbelievable. He's been pretty good this season. Caratini today is 0 for 2, though. Popped out to second and grounded out to shortstop. 2 outs, and Walker throws a curveball inside and in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Walker gets the signs from Stubbs, winds up and delivers. It's inside again. The 90th pitch by Walker is upstairs. Walker's been going to the cutter a lot. I think that the pitch that he hasn't gone to as much in this game has been the splitter and the slider. The 3-0 is painted right down Broad Street for a called strike. That time he went with a sinker. Walker gathers himself, comes set, and fires. And it's another foul ball. Walker really does not waste any time. And now time is called, speaking of time. Bases are empty in the top of the 6th inning. It's a full count to Victor Caratini. 2 outs. And the payoff pitch. Line drive into right field. It's hooking foul. And it will go into the seats. Three balls, 2 strikes. Walker with the 94th pitch coming up. Here it is. It's down low and inside. And a 2-out walk is issued by Taijuan Walker. Victor Caratini gets aboard. And now Raimel Tapia will come up for his 3rd at-bat. Two outs and a runner over at first base. Walker with the first pitch. It's just off the plate. One ball, no strikes. Walker not wasting any time. He'll throw a fastball right down the middle. And it's popped up. It's foul, though, and it hits the tarp over at third base. Phillies in their bottom of the 6th inning. They'll have Stubbs, Schwarber, and Turner due up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caratini leads off at first. The 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Raimel Tapia, of course, has a lot of speed on the bases. Got a stolen base in the first game of the series. The 1-2 pitch. It's slapped out to right center field. Castellanos will call off Marsh as he heads towards the alley and will make the catch on the run. The inning is over, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies are down 3-0 in the series finale against the Milwaukee Brewers at the bank. All right, guys, let's get to the 35 mark. Let's actually get to the 40 mark. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. That's what we got to do. We got to take care of business. My Alco people, I don't know where you guys are at, but you guys, I need you. I need you, for sure. I definitely need you guys. But you guys need me, too. We need each other, you know? We just do. Okay, all right. I'm going to take the hat off. Maybe that'll bring some luck, but I'm also sweating in this hat. I know I'm stretching a little bit too soon, but it is stretch time for me. Kathy Ann says, bottom of the 6th is when we are going to rally back. That means now. What's up, Kathy Ann? Of course, thanks for always coming on here, Kathy. You're the best. Shout out to Kathy Ann for always coming on here. Shout out to everybody that always comes on here. Kathy's been on here, I believe, since the Arizona series. Am I correct about that? I think I am. Eric says it's so hot they're killing Earth flying all these teams around, and it's just one-team games. Not wrong about that, my guy. Definitely not wrong about that. All right, Toppy, I forgot to mention that he flied out to right. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Garrett Stubbs to the plate. The first pitch is outside and low. Sorry about that. I was, thanks, yes, because I live in Arizona. Yes. That's what I thought. I really try to, make a connection with all of you. On ball, no strikes, and Stubbs will ground this one over towards the first base side. Miller has it, and he goes over towards the bag, and there's one away in the bottom of the 6th. So not a good start for the Phillies in this inning. Phillies only have 2 hits and have put up 0 runs. Corbin Burnes was 69 pitches. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He walked his last time up. Burnes winds up, and he throws it on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Burnes comes set again. He'll throw this one. It's at the it looked like it was a little bit low, but Jordan Baker will call it a strike. And the count is 0-2. The pitch to Kyle. So grounder pulled over to the first base side, and throw over to first is in plenty of time. The throw was made by Turang. He just had to make a little lob pass. And there's 2 away. 2 quick outs. And now Trey Turner will come up. Turner's 0 for 2 today. Burnes gets set and throws a curveball in the dirt. In 2021, all right, when Trey Turner was on the Dodgers, there was a series. It was actually their final series of the season. In the first game of that series, Turner actually hit a grand slam and a home run to help the Dodgers beat the Brewers 8-6. The 1-0 is in the dirt. And that would actually help them win their 104th game of the season. But, of course, they lost that season in the division to the San Francisco Giants. The 2-0 swung on and missed. Dodgers had 106 wins. Giants had 107. But then the Dodgers would beat the Giants in the first round of the playoffs. 2-1. A bouncer hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to first by Adames is in plenty of time. And another 1-2-3 inning for Corbin Burnes as we head to the top of the 7th. Phillies trail 3-0 in Philadelphia. Okay. All right. So we head to the top of the 7th, guys. We're very close. We need one more light to get to 35. Let's get to 50, guys. Let's get to 50. All right? I want to make sure that we get to 50 today. If you guys are already on here, and if you do enjoy my content, all you got to do is just hit that thumbs up button. It's free. I'm telling you, nothing's going to happen if you hit the thumbs up button. Nothing's going to happen. Maybe a Phillies win will happen if you guys hit the thumbs up button. I'm just saying. Okay. So, here's a question for you guys. So, we got our Phillies trivia question. So, for those of you that are brand new to my channel, in the top of the 7th inning, what we do on here is we ask a Phillies trivia question. All right, and you guys can comment your answers down below. And when we go over the answer, we'll go over every answer in order. So if you get the question correct, this is what you'll hear. And if you get the question wrong, you will hear this sound. Okay. So the question is, all right, courtesy of Larry for this. I have to give Larry a shout out. In 124 years of existence, the Phillies have only had one player hit 50 or more home runs in a season. Who was that Philly? All right, comment your answer down below. And exactly how many home runs did this player have? Comment your answers. It's another 2-part question. Okay? That is the question. Andrew Monasterio is back up at the plate as we start off the top of the 7th. And he takes it on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Walker getting ready to throw the 100th pitch. Here it is, and it's a cutter on the outside corner. I'll repeat the question one more time. All right, in 124 years of existence, the Phillies have only had one player hit 50 or more homers. As the 0-2 pitch is outside. Who was it for the Phillies, and how many home runs did they have? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch. Line drive, ricocheted off the glove of Walker. Turner has it, though. Fires over to first, and it was not in time. Turner knocked it down with the glove. Walker knocked it down with the glove, and Turner did a good job at fielding it, but he wouldn't have gotten the runner out at first base anyways. Did that hit off of his hand? I don't know. Did it hit off of his hand? Thought it maybe took a little bounce. And Rob Thompson is, regardless, going to go out there and take the baseball away from Taijuan Walker as his day is done. So we have a pitch and change. That means I'm going to take a very quick step off because I need to stretch here myself. All right, so Andrew Monasterio singles, and we have a pitch and change in Philadelphia. See you soon. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 730 subscribers by the end of this cast. See you soon. Okay, so They are checking out Taijuan Walker's hand, his bare hand that is, in the dugout. It seems to be okay, but I'm sure that Rob will talk more about that during the press conference as Bryce Terang is due up. He walked in the third, scored a run. His batting average is at 202 now. 3 homers and 18 RBI. And Andrew Vasquez will come on in to pitch for the Phils. The 1-0 is upstairs. Two balls, no strikes. Andrew Monasterio is over at first. And the next pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Vasquez in 28 games has 32 strikeouts and 38.2 innings of work. He's only allowed 3 home runs. And he throws the 2-1 offering off the plate. Blake Perkins waits in the on-deck circle. Nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. Phillies trail 3-0 against the Brewers. And the pitch, a slider that Terang thought about showing bunt towards and took it back at the last second. But Baker's like, that's in the strike zone, young fella. And the count is full. Payoff pitch. It fouled off of the foot of Terang. So Andrew Vasquez is in the ball game for Philadelphia. Payoff pitch outside for ball 4. And Monasterio will head over to second base, and Terang gets on with a walk. With still nobody out in the top of the 7th. The Cincinnati Reds are now up 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning against the San Francisco Giants. And the Diamondbacks, they lead it 4-3 in Atlanta. Game's in the top of the 8th. So Perkins is up. Flied out to right his last time up. And he takes a pitch inside for a ball. The 1-0 is inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Vasquez looks back at second, fires to home plate. It's a slider that's in there for a called strike. And the count is now 2-1. Perkins is one of the young fellas for the Brewers. As Vasquez will try to look back over at second base and keep the runner in check. He's 26 years old, Blake Perkins, with 2 homers and 12 RBI in his career. The pitch is just fouled. He attended Verado High School in Buckeye, Arizona. Nationals ended up taking him in the 2nd round. He was Arizona State University wanted to recruit him, but he decided to take the draft pick to the Washington Nationals. The 2-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. And Andrew Vasquez gets a big strikeout in the top of the 7th inning. Well, the bad news is that we've seen this situation before as Monasterio, he singled, Terang walked, and here's Christian Yelich, who hits this one out to left center field. Schwarber's on the run. He'll call off Marsh, and he'll make the catch. Yelich homered his last time up in a very similar situation. It was actually 2 at-bats ago, if you want to be exact. But this time he flies out to left, and there's 2 away. Now William Contreras, who has 11 hits over his last 12, or has has hit straight in 11 games out of his last 12 games. Fouled the first pitch off. 2 outs, and runners are at first and second. Contreras is 0 for 3 today with a ground out to shortstop in the first, a strikeout in the third, and a ground out to shortstop again in the fifth. Vasquez looks back at second, now back to home plate, the pitch. Swing and a miss. The slider was absolutely incredible, and Contreras got fooled. And the count is 0-2. Vasquez looks back at second again, back to home plate, the 0-2 offering. Chopped foul down the third base side. Phillies trail 3-0 in the top of the 7th inning. Contreras is 25 years old. No balls, 2 strikes. Vasquez gets set, kicks, steals, line drive past the diving stop of Bowman to left field. Schwarber gets over to it. Monasterio rounding third will come in to score. And stopping over at second base is Turang. On an RBI single by William Contreras, it's now 4-0 Milwaukee. A screamer that Bohm could not get to. He tried to dive over towards his left side and could not get over there. Didn't have enough extension on the play. And Contreras comes through again and is now hit in 12 out of his last 13 games. So the run gets charged to Taijuan Walker. Adames will foul the first pitch off towards the right field side. Dylan Covey is getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen if Vasquez can't get out of the inning. Time is called really quickly as Adames took a step out of the batter's box. Phillies will head to Cleveland after this game, and they'll start a 3-game series at Progressive Field starting tomorrow night at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. And they play at 7 o'clock again on Saturday. The 1-1, it's upstairs. Adames batting .211 with 16 home runs and 46 RBI. The pitch. Bouncer. Hit over to third base. It's just foul, though, and Bohm will throw it over the net. And it's a 2-2 count. Oh, these past couple of games been tough, but hey, the broadcasts have been pretty. The casts have been pretty good. That's what I got to focus on. The 2-2 delivery. It's fouled off at the foot of Adames, and he goes down. Oh, man, yikes. He's hobbling, and now takes a step out of the batter's box, and I wonder if the trainer's going to go out there. Don't know, as he squats down. Hit him right on the calf. Yikes. On the front foot. The trainer will come out. He's getting up. He's holding on to that calf, but Craig Counsell's there too, along with the trainer. And it's 2-2, and Adames will stay out there. Jordan Baker says, "Are you all right?" Adames says, "I'm okay. Just got to get the head back into the game." 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on for Milwaukee. Runners at first and second to be exact. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Milwaukee is up 4-0 with 2 outs. Bilotti on the bump. The 2-2 delivery. Way off the plate. Kathy Ann says, "Oh no, can't watch this. Would switch channel on TV, but will stay on for JJ." You're the best, Kathy. You really are. I wish everybody was like you, man. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. It's sliced foul. Goes over towards the dugout. It actually bounced, and I think it hit the rail of the dugout and just went over towards the net. It skipped. So Vasquez has thrown all sliders in this at-bat. His highest has been 82. Another payoff pitch. Check swing. He went around, says Jordan Baker. The pitch was way inside, and Adames does not agree. And the Phillies just dodged a bullet. It's stretch time at the bank. Phillies are down 4-0 as the Brewers extend their lead on an RBI single by William Contreras. Okay, last time, guys. So the question is, in case you missed it, in 124 years of existence, the Phillies have only had one player hit 50 or more homers in a season. Make sure that you name that Philly and state how many home runs it was. 10 seconds. I'll give you guys. Ugh. Man. Thank you so much for being on here, guys. It means a lot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First answer. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I saw what the first answer was, but now I have to go back to that chat. I want to make sure that I know who commented that. Man. Granny Hammer. Eric Knowles says Ryan Howard with 58 home runs. And that answer is correct. That is correct. Knowles says my dad has been a season ticket holder for the Phillies for the past 20 years. He used to continue rambling on the facts and stats about players to this point that the family would actually get annoyed. Good job, Eric. And he didn't even have to Google it, man. Like, he just has a good memory. But it's probably easy to remember things when your parents are harping on things, on stats like that. That's cool, though. Congrats, man. You got it. You were correct. Okay. All right, so we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Corbin Burnes, who had a long rest, will come out. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Castellanos batting .291 with 14 home runs and 57 RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burnes comes set at the chest and fires, and it's in the dirt. So the count is now 2-1. Castellanos started off his career with the Detroit Tigers, then got traded to the Cubs back in 2017. And the 2-1, it hits him right on the elbow guard. The ball slipped out of Corbin Burnes' hand, and thank goodness it hit him on the guard as he'll jog on over to first base. That's one way to get yourself on. It's the second time that he's gotten on today. Guys, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Got to keep reminding you all. Let's get to 50 likes, man. Let's get to 50. I think we can be averaging 50 a cast for these. Like, we're at that point now, which is awesome. I want the algorithm people to do their magic, and I still want to get more and more people on here. Harper is coming up with his neon green batting gloves, and he'll take a cutter on the outside corner for a called strike. Harper hitting .297. He struck out today and grounded out as well. Burnes with 81 pitches gets the sign from Caratini, kicks, deals, and there's a grounder hit over to first base. The tag is made, but the throw over the second base is not in time. So the first baseman gets the easy out over at first. That's Owen Miller. He tried to throw it over to second, but it was not in time to get Castellanos. And now Alec Bohm will come up. Castellanos in scoring position, and Bohm sees a curveball that is on the outside corner on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. The 0-1, inside and high, back-to-back curveballs thrown, and that'll make the count 1-1. The 1-1 offering fouled back right behind the net. So Bohm is up at the plate. As I mentioned, he is 0 for 2 today. Phillies are 9-5 in the month of July, as the 1-2 is popped up out to shallow center field. Don't know who's going to get under it. This time it'll be the center fielder, and they'll make the catch. It's Perkins. Sorry about that. Stream froze for a second. 2 outs. Castellanos still is over at second. Phillies have been blanked today in 7 innings of work, and 6 2/3 to be exact. But this Milwaukee Brewers bullpen has not been easy to deal with. Over their last 6 games, the bullpen has not allowed a run in about 18 innings of work. It's absolutely absurd. They really do have one of the best pitching staffs in the league. And Bryson Stott will come on up. First pitch to Stott is a curveball. It's at the knees for a called strike. Brewers are 14-16 over their last 30 games against teams that are in the NL East. The pitch, foul ball. It just got underneath the glove of Caratini. No balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. This time was called for a quick second. Brewers are 12th in the league in earned run average, with a 3.98 ERA. The 0-2, check swing, did he go? And the third base umpire says he did. Wow. So Corbin Burnes with another strikeout in 7 shutout innings. And we head to the top of the 8th. The Phillies are down 4-0 as they're getting blanked in Philadelphia. All right, I got to take a step off, guys. I need to stretch again. It's that time. I don't know why. I'm a little fidgety. But I'll see you guys really soon. Thumbs up and subscribe. That's all I ask. See you soon. Alrighty, here we are. Here we go. Eric says lucky swing determined the outcome. It wasn't a lucky swing. That was a pretty good swing. A home run swing is not lucky. Never. All right, we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies trail 4-0 against the Milwaukee Brewers. So Dylan Covey will be pitching, and he'll go up against Owen Miller here. Corbin Burnes so far has gone 7 innings. He's only allowed 2 hits, and he has 7 strikeouts. He's picked up where he left off in the last game. And Miller takes the first pitch upstairs. Owen only has 1 hit in this series. That was back in last night's game. The pitch. It's inside and high. Actually, excuse me. It doesn't. I looked at the wrong stat. He's actually 0 for 13 in this series. He's gone hitless. 2-0 pitch. Grounder. Hold over to the third base side. It's bobbled by Bohm, and it goes out towards the third base side, and the throw over to second is off the line, but getting aboard is Owen Miller. Wonder if they're going to score that as an E5, because Bohm tried to backhand it and couldn't make the play. Oh, I know. I figured that. I'm just saying that no home run is lucky. Larry, was that an E5? Spot me. All right, Victor Caratini will take a pitch inside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Runner over at first. The 1-0. High bouncer. Hit over to second base. Stott will tag the bag, and they'll throw over to first in time. And that's a 6-3 double play. So they scored it as an infield single as of right now. But nonetheless, Owen is out at second base regardless. Tapia will come up, and he grounds this one back up the middle, and the throw over to first is in time. So the inning is over, and we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 7, 8, and 9 are coming up for the Fightins. Time is the Phillies game today because it clearly hasn't started, Marcelo says. I told you, man, it's not going to be a high-scoring game because of Corbin Burnes. Did I say 3-0? I meant to say 4-0. Oh, my gosh. Come on, JJ. All right, guys. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope all is well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Mac Attack says, not a big commentator, but I just wanted to say thank you for doing what you do. It's not easy. It's not, but you know what? I love it. I love coming on here. I love getting reps of doing play-by-play. You know, I don't have to drive anywhere. And not only that, but I get to interact with you guys. And this seriously, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I see what is going on in the landscape of sports media. This is the future, guys. We're taking a classic broadcasting style approach, but we're interacting with you guys because you guys are the color commentary. I don't need color commentators. This is the future of radio in the business, of media, period. Broadcasters are going to have to do this, and you know what? I'm coming on here to not only promote myself, you know, but to build a family. I've been saying that since about a month into this, you know? At first it was just to come on here and get reps, but I've realized that this is cool, man. We're doing something that hasn't been done before. The presentation looks professional. The broadcasting style, I think, is pretty professional too. But, you know, the game should be better, but That I can't control, but I can control the cast that we do and the call. All right, Brandon Marsh will come up as Corbin Burnes will head out back to the hill for his 8th inning of work. And that's why I'm down to support you, JJ. It's life. Exactly, man. Thank you, dude. I'm down to support you too, man. It means a lot. The 0-1 was fouled off of the back foot of Marsh. The Marsh man has struck out twice today. He's already behind in the count 0-2. Burnes with 91 pitches. Counsell giving him another inning of work as we're in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-2 pitch. He went around, and Caratini can't find the ball. And Marsh gets a board. So a drop, strike 3. They were going over to the third base umpire. That was poor. That was poor directing there, because I couldn't see if Marsh was going down the line. I knew he was going down the line, but there was no throw, nothing, and I couldn't see it. Caratini couldn't find the hot potato, and he did throw it over down the line, and it was not in time. Thanks, NBC Sports Philly. But that's all right. So Marsh gets a board. He struck out. That's his 3rd strikeout of the day, but the Phillies get an extra out to play with. And Derek Hall will look at a cutter on the inside corner for a called strike. Hall today's 0 for 2. Burnes comes set at the belt, and the pitch. 0-2 is the count. Went with another cutter that time at 93. Also have to mention, too, that we had some defensive changes as Joey Wiemer is out in center field. Tapia stays in right, and Perkins goes over to left. They say on the ESPN app. Oh, no, sorry. Perkins goes over to right, and Tapia is done. Okay, there we go. The chat is the color. It's fascinating. Exactly. That's how it is. Like, think about that. You guys are a part of the story, and I like that aspect. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Hall strikes out. It's now 9 strikeouts for Corbin Burnes. He needs one more to get to double digits for his 2nd outing in a row. That's back-to-back strikeouts. And Garrett Stubbs will come in. But yeah, this is the future of sports broadcasting, guys. Throw back to first, not in time. I always tell people that, I wish that when I was really young that I could talk to Harry Kalas, because I felt like he was talking to me all the time. And I'm not comparing myself and tooting my own horn that I am Harry Kalas, because no one's Harry Kalas. First pitch is popped up out to shallow right field. And backing up, or backpedaling I should say, is Terang, and I'll make the catch on the outfield grass. But it's the same sort of thing, where we're doing this on here, and you guys are, interacting with me. And if the chat is silent, if my color commentator is silent, then I talk more. That's how it is. Kyle Schwarber is coming back up. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Schwarber takes a called strike at the knees. It looked like it was a little down low, but Jordan Baker has been very consistent with the call. No balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. A runner's over at first. The 99th pitch, here it is. Grounder. It's fouled, though, towards the first base side, and it rolls and hits the fence. All 10 of Burnes' pitches in this inning have been strikes. Can't believe that. Is on a whole new level. Retired the first 9 batters that he faced, and he's looking to get into the double digits for strikeouts here. The 0-2, and he does. It bounces away, though, from Caratini, and Schwarber will just go over to first. but the throw is in time. A sensational and magnificent performance by Corbin Burnes. 8 shutout innings, and the Phillies can't touch him. And we go to the top of the 9th. Brewers are up 4-0. I got to be honest with you, Schwarber was, when he swung on and missed at that pitch, like he was just standing there. You got to run to first, my guy. Well, I mean, even though Marsh was over at first, it still was technically a drop third strike, so you just got to run, dude. But all right, guys, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, all right? Where is it? He was running. Human eyes just can't detect the movement. Eric, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. That's so nice. Shout out to Eric, man. That was really nice. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, you guys don't have to, but if you do want to donate, please make sure that you guys hit the super chat down below. You can also Venmo, play-by-play with JJ, or you could donate via PayPal. The links to those are all in the LINKTREE, so don't forget about that. All right, we head to the top of the 9th. Andrew Monasterio, the Phillies killer in this series, is due up, and he hits a check swing foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch thrown by Covey. It's just on the outside corner. Monasterio is 2 for 3 today with a double, a single, and 2 runs scored. He's hitting .307 with a home run and 7 RBI. He's been doing a very good job, obviously, in the series. The 0-2, way outside. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Terang. Covey comes set and fires, and it's in the dirt. So this is the second inning of work for Dylan Covey. The Braves just came back, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. But they have 2 runners on in the top of the 9th. The 2-2, a called third strike. Right down the heart and soul of the plate, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 9th. Braves just won, as the Diamondbacks could not get a run home in the top of the 9th. That's what it says on ESPN. Don't know if there's a challenge or anything, but Phillies down 4-0 in the top of the 9th. And the first pitch thrown is a called strike to Bryce Terang. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce. Got the nod today over at second base. Covey comes set, fires, and it's upstairs. Covey is a 6.0 ERA, along with 17 strikeouts and only 6 walks allowed in 21 innings. 6 is actually pretty high for 21. The pitch inside. Phillies will be playing the Cleveland Guardians and start off a 3-game set tomorrow night in Cleveland. The pitch. Right at the knees for a called strike. And that'll make the count 2-2. Base is empty in the top of the ninth. Brewers up 4-0 in Philadelphia. The pitch. Foul ball. There's one out with nobody on. The Giants were tied 2-2. Wait, is this correct? That's not correct. That was last night's game. Sorry about that. The pitch. Foul ball. Reds actually have a 5-0 lead now. So the Braves beat the Diamondbacks and avoided a sweep at home as they came back to win 7-5. The pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field. Schwarber backs up and he'll make the catch a couple of feet in front of the warning track, and there's 2 away. He wins the trivia, then rewards you. What a guy, says Larry. Yep, exactly, man. He's the best. I love Eric, man. I do. Brotherly love. All right, Blake Perkins will be batting on the left side of the plate as he takes a cutter on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. The ball is 1 strike. 2 outs. Base is empty. The pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field. Schwarber goes over to his right. They'll make the catch. And he tried to hand the baseball to a fan, but the fan dropped it. And Schwarber's like, oh, well, I got to go back to the dugout. And the ball girl gets over to it and gives the fan that souvenir. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Phillies have their last chance as they trail 4-0. Mets are going to sweep today, says Mike. What's up, Mike? Thanks for coming on here, dude. I appreciate it. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, what are you guys waiting for? We do Phillies, 76ers, Flyers, and Patriots games. We also do podcasts on here as well. We will have our Phillies series recap pod tonight. We haven't done it in a while, but we'll be doing it. City of brotherly love and sisterly something. Sisterly ... something. Yep. I feel you on that. Okay, so Perkins flies out to left. And thank you. If you just subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Make sure that you go follow Play by Play with JJ on all the social media platforms that are out there. All that type of stuff. Game's not over yet. Phillies are down to their final 3 outs, though. If they have anything left, now's the time to unload it. Okay, who's going to lead off the bottom of the 9th? We got Turner, Castellanos, and Harper, so I want to make sure that I'm ready for this. Okay, Turner. There he is. Turner, Nick, Harper, Bohmstott are our last chance to get a walk-off. Yep. Well, it actually could go to... Yeah. That's at least to get a walk-off. That's if everybody gets on. All right, Turner is going to come up to the plate. I can't believe that fan dropped the ball. Schwarber just handed off to him and was like, oh, boy. It's like, I want my ball back from Kyle Schwarber. Oh, man. Well, that's a good question. They haven't showed the bullpen, or they haven't showed who's on the mound just yet. They gave it to another kid, though. Oh, that's too bad. Abner Uribe will be pitching for the Brewers. I can't believe that Corbin Burnes is not out there. That is unbelievable to me. I'll never understand that. But regardless, Trey Turner will come on up, and maybe the Phillies can try to tackle on some runs here. The pitch. It's on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Uribe did pitch in in a game earlier in the series, as the 0-1 is off the plate for a ball. So Burnes went 8 innings and got 10 strikeouts tonight in 8 shutout innings of work. The 1-1, it's a bouncer, but it's fouled off towards the third base side. And the count is now 1-2. Uribe is 23 years old from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. He's a 2.70 ERA, 4 strikeouts, and a .9 whip. This Brewers bullpen has been absolutely incredible in the month of July. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Phillies down 4-0. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Nobody out, nobody on. The pitch outside and in the dirt. 101 miles per hour on the gun. That's how fast Uribe can throw. Uribe has only pitched in 2 games. He went 1 1/3 of an inning on Tuesday against the Phillies. Didn't allow a run. The pitch fouled back. 100 right down the middle of the plate. But in his first outing against the Cincinnati Reds, he'll have 2 hits and 2 innings of work, gave up an earned run, and he had 2 strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Uribe comes set, the pitch off the plate. Wow. I'm just shocked that they didn't go with Corbin Burnes. He was just wheeling and dealing and just got over 100 pitches, but payoff pitch by Uribe. It's outside and low for ball 4. And Turner gets aboard with a leadoff walk. That's only the 2nd walk today that the Phillies have had. Castellanos is coming up next. He reached base twice against Corbin Burnes. He singled. It was in the 4th inning. And he got hit by a pitch in the 7th. A runner over at first, and Castellanos will foul off a 99-mile-per-hour heater back behind the backstop. There it is. Okay, so somebody from NBC Sports Philly is actually going to give the baseball. I believe it looks like he's looking over at that kid that dropped the ball, and he gave him another baseball. That's so nice. That is really nice. The 0-1 bouncer. It's fouled, though, towards the third base side. So if you missed it, Kyle Schwarber caught the final out in the top of the 9th inning, and he handed it off to a fan in the Schwarber jersey. He dropped it, and the ball girl gave it to somebody that was right next to him. And somebody from NBC Sports Philadelphia saw that and gave him another baseball. 0-2 is the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 100 miles per hour as Castellanos goes fishing after a fastball. That's so nice. There's the kid in the Schwarber jersey. Now he's happy. Has his cotton candy in his left hand. It's in a bag. I've never seen cotton candy in a bag before. But he holds up the baseball with the Schwarber jersey on the back. That's so cool. Here comes Bryce Harper, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, and he'll swing and miss at a 99-mile-per-hour heater. He's 0 for 3 today. If he doesn't get on here, his hitting streak is over. The 0-1, outside, way outside it was, and off the plate. Phillies got this afternoon's game started at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Harper with no batting gloves. Uribe comes set and throws a 100-mile-per-hour pitch that's just chopped foul. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harper got on with a single in last night's game in the 9th inning with 2 strikes on him. It was a 0-2 count against Devin Williams. He's behind in the count 1-2 here in the bottom of the 9th. And he swings and misses at the 101-mile-per-hour pitch right down Broad Street. It's the second strikeout in a row for Uribe, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 9th. Here comes Alec Bohm, as he's the last hope for the Phillies. Two outs in the bottom of the 9th. A runner at first. Pitch number 1 to Bohm is painted on the outside corner at the knees. 101 for a called strike. Turner goes over to second on the defensive indifference. Uribe comes set at the belt. Kick steals, and it's laid off way outside. And a good block by, I think, William Contreras is now behind the plate, if I'm not mistaken. Blue Jays are up 1-0 against the San Diego Padres in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bohm. Phillies down to their final out. The pitch, swing and a miss. The slider was outside. And the Phillies are down to their final strike in the series against Milwaukee. Abner Uribe, 23 years old, who stands at 6'3". Pretty tall dude. The 1-2 off the plate. And the count still remains at 2-2. We're going to turn that off really quickly. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Phillies trail 4-0. They're down to their final strike. Uribe kicks, steals, swing, and a miss. And the ball game is over. The Phillies get shut out by the Milwaukee Brewers, who take 2 of 3 in the series at Citizens Bank Park. Corbin Burnes pitches 8 shutout innings. He has 10 strikeouts on the afternoon, and he only allowed 2 hits. And he has just been incredible in the month of July. Christian Yelich also had the deciding hit, which was the 3-run homer. That was back in the top of the 3rd inning. Brewers did get an insurance run, too. After that, it was on an RBI single by William Contreras. So the Phillies, they get shut out and only get 2 hits on the day. The Brewers will be playing back at home against the Atlanta Braves this weekend, and the Phillies are going to go to Cleveland. So I hope to see you all on those casts tomorrow night, as the Phillies will be in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. It's pretty insane. I love you all, though, so much. We'll be back on tonight for the Phillies series recap podcast. Talk about the game. More details to come later. But if you guys want to give your calls, if you guys want to call in, join the Discord server. It's down below in the description area. We'll talk more about this team. It was a disappointing series for sure. I don't want to give too much away. But, you're going to lose a series. So, am I happy that they lost the series? Of course not. But am I disappointed about it? Not really. So, please make sure that you join the Discord server. Come on tonight. More details, I'll post it in the announcements, and we'll give our thoughts about this team and that type of thing. And we'll rant for those of you that are really upset. So, all right. I love you all so much, though. If you guys don't want to come on tonight or can't make it tonight, then we'll also be back on tomorrow night, too. Disappointing offense the whole series, says Edward. Yeah, I feel you. Thanks, Stevenoots. I appreciate that. Join the Discord server. Come on for the Phillies post-series recap pod tonight. We'll be going on probably around like 11 o'clock or so. It's going to be a late one, And if you haven't done so, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button too. We need 1 more to get to the 40 mark if we haven't done so already. But yes, all right. Love you all so much. I'll see you all tonight. Please make sure that you guys come on. and thank you all so much for being here today. Disappointing loss for the Phillies, but they'll be back tomorrow night. All right, see you guys tonight.